For today's lesson, we're going to look at what's called total surface area. So in 7th grade, we look at total surface area of net. So a net is a 3D figure where it is basically cut apart and laid flat. And then in 8th grade, you'll get into total surface area of the actual 3D figure. So what this is going to go through, it's going to start with one area, and then we're going to keep adding and adding rectangles. So total surface area is finding the area of every single shape and then adding them together at the end. Okay, so our first one for areas, remember our formula is A equals BH. So for 1, we're going to find the area. This is the one circle. So we're going to do 15 times 6, which is 90. And I'm going to write it on the inside because we'll do that a bunch each time and then find our total at the end. Okay, so for 2, we're going to find the area of each rectangle. So if we look at the top rectangle, we see 12 and 5. So 12 times 5 is 60. When I look at the bottom rectangle, I just see 2 on the side. So we've got to find what is the long side. Well, we use our clues to figure out, well, if that's 12, then this line's 12, and then this bottom one has to be 12. So if I find the area, 2 times 12 is 24. And then we're going to add up our total all together for the 2 boxes that were provided. So 60 and 24 is 84 centimeters squared. All right, so number 3, this time we have 3 rectangles. So again, start with the top. So that says 4, 9, which is 36. Okay, then the next box says 7, but there's not a number here. So again, look at our clues. That says 4, so that means this will also be 4. So 4 times 7 is 28. And then if we look at this, we see 4, but there's not a number on the bottom. But if we look again at the top, if this is 9, then this line's 9, then this long one's 9, then this one's 9. So 4 times 9 is 36. Then we're going to add up all 3 numbers. So 36 and 28. And then we'll add the last 36 together, which makes 100 centimeters squared. All right, so now we're going to do the next one, which has 4 rectangles. So again, find the area of each rectangle. So this one says 20 and 6. So 20 times 6 is 120. Then we go to the next one. It says 2, but again, we've got to know what the long side is, and that's going to be 20. So we'll do 20 times 2, which is 40. Then the next box, we have 6 right here, and then again, this long side is still going to be 20. So 20 times 6 is 120. And then again, we've got 2, and that long side again is 20. So 20 times 2 is 40. And then we'll add up all 4 boxes. So we've got 120, 120, which is 240. 40 plus 40 is 80. We'll add that all up together, which is 320 centimeters squared. All right, so now this time we're going to have 5 boxes. So again, find the area of the middle section, or find the area of all of them, and we'll add them together. So we'll start with this little outside one. So we see 6, and then we've got 4 for both of these sides. They're both 4, so 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, I'm going to start at the top. So again, 4 is on this side, because it's there for both. And then there's not a number for the long side, but again, we can look and see that this is 12, so all of these lines are going to be 12. So 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, then we look at the next one. If you look at it, there are 0 numbers on this. Okay, so we've, again, use your clues. So we know this long one's going to be 12. Okay, then we've got to know what our side is, and we can look from this rectangle. It says it's 6. So 12 times 6 is 72. Okay, again, there's no numbers, but we know that if this side is 4 on this rectangle, this will be 4, which makes that side 4. And then again, that long side is 12. 4 times 12 is 48. And then same thing again, this is 12, so the long side is the same thing up here, which is 6, which is 72. Okay, so it's going to be a pattern most of the time in the middle. So like you see 48, 72, 48, 72. Just like up here, we said 120, 40, 120, 140. So once you get 2 of them, you can figure out what the other ones are going to be. Okay, so now we're going to add everything up. We've got 48 and 48, which is 96. Add 72, 72. And then we're going to add our 24, which is 264 centimeters squared. All right, so for our last one, this is what the final picture looks like. There's 6 boxes in all. And again, we'll find the area of all 6 rectangles and then add them up, and that will give us the total surface area of our net. So we'll start the little one. So 7 and 3 is 21. And if you notice, we've got the same one on the other side, so that will be 21. And then now we're going to find the middle section. Okay, we have 15, so we know that's going to be all the way across. Okay, so we look at the big one. We don't know what this side is, but again, the only numbers we have on here are 7 and 3. We know it can't be 3 because 3 is on a shorter side, and so this is going to have to be 7. So I'm going to multiply 15 times 7, which is 105. So 105. All right, so this next one is 3 because it's right here for both. So 3 times, and again, that long side's 15, which is 45. And so like I said, these are going to be a pattern. So that means this one's going to be 105 and this one will be 45. All right, so now we're going to add everything up. So 21 plus 21 is 42. 45 and 45 makes 90. 105 plus 105 is 210. So we get 342 centimeters squared. All right, so on the next side of the page, we will do some more practice problems of the whole figure with the 6 rectangles.